After crossing the infamous Drake Passage, we finally reached the Antarctic Peninsula, and it was very nice to wake up in flat, calm waters of Herrera Channel. Our first Antarctic landing was Cuverville Island. It was discovered by the Belgian Antarctic expedition and named after Jules de Cuverville, a vice admiral of French Navy. In the morning, we gathered on the deck, admired the scenery, and were excited about our first Antarctica landing. While we enjoyed our breakfast, the crew went to probe around the island to find a suitable landing site. In a wilderness, it's not an easy task, and it requires a lot of expertise, time, and effort. Then, we were called down to the mudroom to get ready for our first expedition. We had to comply with the requirements of environmental safety and disinfect our boots before and after each landing. Here we can see the other requirements that in order to get into the Zodiac, our both hands must be free. As it was our first landing, we had to learn the Zodiac safety instructions first.
Don't worry, because I have a keel cord here. This keel cord will stop the engine. Look, it stops. And if you don't have a keel cord with this shape, you won't be able to start it again. So don't worry about it. If it does happen, just raise your hands and try to gain the attention of the other boats. We use what we call a buddy system.
Now, the Zodiac was moving towards Cuverville Island. The number of visitors is restricted on all Antarctic landings to 100 at any one time. So while the first 100 were walking on the island, the other 100 were Zodiac cruising around. And then the groups swapped places, so that everyone had a full experience. Cuverville Island is 2 by 2.5 kilometers, and 2/3 of it is covered by a permanent ice cap. It is home to one of the largest Gentoo penguin colonies on the Antarctic Peninsula. First, we were going to cruise around the island and explore it from the water side. Our expedition guide was telling us about nature.
Yeah, that's right. And also, go back to their nest. They're already, some of them, it can take a while, a really long while. Usually, they will start to crowd on the shore, and eventually they will start to, push each other, and one of them will fall, and then the rest will continue. But never they will take, the first step. They have to be pushed. And you can see the first one, it has a red dot. They're dirty because here they don't have batteries. That one, everything is a battery. So they get really dirty, and it's important to keep their feathers really clean, because it's the only shelter they have from the cold weathers and from the water. So the way you have seen it, like jumping over the water.
Here we go.
You see?
Yeah.
They won't go.
Come on.
Yeah. Okay. Take it.
Oh
No,
my God.
there they go. Now everyone is following. You see? And you can see some of them coming back from quarantine or washing. When they're washing, they usually stay close to the coast, like those over there, and they will be like moving a lot, rolling and there we go. And you will see these that are the first ones all over the ice. They're like arranging their feathers. You can see they will with the beak they will touch close to the tail. They have a gland there, an oil gland, They use this plant. Oh, there are lots of gentle but especially only in the peninsula we're going to find this species. Okay. In the peninsula or also on the islands, like the Shetland Islands. Well, and Antarctica is an experience for all of our senses. Yeah, but be careful with the smell and the taste. Especially with the taste. The taste is the restaurant is the taste part. Yeah, but you find their smell. You will feel it before you can see them. Yeah, of course. It's another group coming back. Yes, that way of swimming is quite efficient because there, the air offers less resistance than the water. So, and also they catch a breath. You know, it's like the crawl way of swimming, crawling. Yeah, it's similar. So they swim like that when they want to go really far. They get curious also. Our propellers usually will move the water and also the plankton layer is floating there. So sometimes penguins like to follow the boats because it's easier to catch other. Sometimes they are fighting and well. All of them, they will come back here. And the first one to come, they will get the best places. Usually it's the male that comes before the female. So the male have to get the best place and then find again its mate. Usually they will try to mate with the same one from the last season if it was successful. But if they don't find each other, they will find another one. This view is fantastic. I love it because they fall a lot. It's great.
Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. I love this side. You will see a lot of penguins when you're on land. You will have more time to take pictures and to watch it. Let me drive you to the next spot because let's hope it is still there. And Adelie penguin has in sight. Adelie penguins is the smallest of this group of penguins. Adelie is here. I can take it. Okay, so there's a penguin that is walking with a wet belly. So this is fine. Facing its tail towards us. That's an Adelie penguin. Let's wait a little bit until maybe it stands up. Or I can take it. Just straight to us. The first one that is. So those Adelie penguins are the shortest of all these Antarctic penguins. Adelie penguins, therefore, in millions here in Antarctica. But they prefer areas closer to the south, not to the South Pole, but to the ice area, to the ice shelf. Segregate because they like different places and they always go to the same place they were born.
And do they mate like in the same breed only, or like can a Gentoo and Adelie
No,
breed
well,
together?
they can. It's endemic here only. Actually, on our right side, it is quite it's deeper, so it can hold the bigger icebergs. In fact, from this sunlight, most of the not every piece of ice is an iceberg. Only not ice. I don't know what that term. But
Iceberg.
sorry,
They're not iceberg.
not icebergs yet. No. No. They will never be a last snow it received. It's still layered, but as it gets compressed by the top layers, you know, they having more weight by the crevice. On the bottom part, you will see that it's harder. That is ice. And
Not from minerals, it's just reflection.
exactly. They can hold minerals, and we give them different colors, but in this case, it's only light conditions and the. light coming from there. You can see on the other one the shadows of the ice. You know, you can see.
Hello, bridge. I'm taking over Zodiac number 13.
So please sit down.
It's a nice boat, right? Like we're above the belt, like the blue color is like the iceberg.
That's right. Sometimes they have like a foot that goes beyond the part that is seen arrive. You know, it's like it's larger.
Penguins are highly social birds and they nest and breed on land. There are a lot of them staying around and waiting. They need snow-free places to construct their nests from pebbles and lay their eggs. I will share some raw footage with you of everything we saw and experienced on Cuverville Island, so you can decide for yourself if it was something interesting and worth visiting. There are 25 species of penguins in the world, and only 4 out of them are truly Antarctic species. And we saw 3 of them on Cuverville Island.
They're gentle. You get it.
Our 45 minutes of cruising around were over, and now it was our turn to land on Cuverville Island.
No, on the boat, no. You can take it with you, but just wait for Phil.
Imagine that. Yeah, you get off every once in a while too. This is Cuverville Island, and everyone, I can't remember a better day than we had here. These conditions are just spectacular. I'm sure you've seen that already. Zodiac. So we're here. We're doing really well. We just have a few things for you. Okay. As we bring you onto.
While on the island, we had to follow the rules, such as staying away from wildlife at least 5 meters. On the island, it is prohibited to sit, kneel, lay down, or put your backpack on the ground to prevent the spread of diseases among bird colonies. We should not block the penguin highways and give them priority.
Yes. Oh, really? Oh, it's so sweet. Yes. Ah, what is this one doing? Oh my gosh. warn you, I'm going to stand. I don't know what he's going to do. Oh, look at you. Where is he going towards? Okay, probably we should stay and don't move, that he will estimate the situation properly. Oh, look, this is it's coming. It's so sweet. It's very clean.
Most of their time, penguins spend searching for food in the ocean. Their favorite food is krill, squid, and small fish. Penguins are amazing swimmers, and the fastest is the gentoo penguin, which swims 50 kilometers per hour while zooming through the water. Penguins feel very safe on land, where they have just a few enemies, one of which is South Polar skua. This predatory seabird plays a very important role in keeping the penguins' population under control.
Very hard.
They settle on or near the penguin breeding colony and feed on their eggs and young chicks.
Oh my gosh.
They work as a couple. One is distracting a penguin parent and the other is trying to steal their egg or chick. The main danger for penguins is in the water, where they have a higher chance to be eaten by other predators.
That's so cute.
You should go check out the bigger colony. It's the biggest colony of the peninsula.
Oh.
The entire island. Oh, there's a skewer.
I don't know what I mean. Are they sort of like different families or something? Or just,
Not really. I mean, there's a debate over whether you call the entire island a colony or whether you call each of these little sections. That's, I guess, in my mind, that's what it is. It's getting in my way.
So what are they doing? Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
Nah, most likely they were feeding out of the ocean, and he ended up in one of those Jensen feeding groups and followed them here. All groups, big groups, always.
Even if you're overly hungry, you'll still wait for the group.
No, but I think you go in before you get there. Most of the time they do it with 12-day trips.
Oh, I wanted to move. Is it gone?
Now, our 45 minutes of walking on Cuverville Island was over.
Yes.
It was time to get back on our ship, have lunch, get some rest, and be ready for our next expedition. I hope you enjoyed the Antarctica Cuverville Island experience and decided for yourself if it was worth visiting or not. Please like and subscribe and join me on our next expedition.